Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Joginder Rohila, and in this video I am going to discuss with you velocity time graph for acceleration. Okay, let's start. This is first graph. In y-axis OY, velocity is there. Velocity is calculated in meters per second, and this is x-axis OX, this is time is in seconds. And in this graph velocity remains the same at a particular intervals of time. When we move from 1 second to 2 second, 2 second to 3 second, velocity remains the same. At 1 second velocity is 7 meters per second. Again at 2 second velocity again 7 meters per second. 3 second velocity is 7 meters per second. So in this case, if I want to calculate acceleration, what is the formula of acceleration? That is the change in the velocity, change in velocity upon time taken for that change, time taken for that change. Now the change in velocity, if I want to calculate acceleration between any 2 points from 0 second to 7 seconds, suppose what is the final velocity? Change in velocity means final velocity minus initial velocity. Suppose if I want to calculate acceleration from 0 second to 7 seconds, okay, at 7 seconds what is the value of velocity? 7 meters per second. And at 0 second what is the value of velocity? That is, suppose that is 7 meters per second. According to this case, 7 meters per second minus 7 meters per second, it means that is 0. When the velocity change is 0 and particular time is there, the acceleration comes out to be 0. Acceleration will be 0. So when acceleration is 0 and a body is having same velocity at all particular times, so the acceleration will be 0 and the velocity time graph will be a straight line graph, and that straight line will be parallel to the x-axis or which is having timeline. So this is having a straight line. From this graph can we calculate distance traveled by the body? We can calculate distance traveled by the body if the body is having 0 acceleration. Okay, what is the formula of velocity? Velocity, distance traveled in a particular direction. I am writing like this: distance traveled upon time, or more accurately you can write it a displacement. Distance traveled in a particular direction upon time. So if I want to calculate the distance traveled at point B, please try to put a perpendicular from B to C which intersects at OY axis, and this value BC is equal to DO, and what DO signifies? DO is the velocity. At this point, according to B, what is the velocity? Velocity is 7 meters per second. So in this case, if I want to write velocity is 7 meters per second and distance traveled, time is, according to B point, time is 7 second. So what is the value of distance? 7 meters per second multiplied 7 seconds. If you want to calculate it, distance traveled 7 meters per second into 7 second, it means that comes out to be 49 meters. So with the help of this diagram you can calculate the distance traveled by a body when the body is having 0 acceleration, or you can say when velocity does not change, velocity is the same. So, or simply you can say the distance traveled by a body with velocity time graph, that is with the help of area enclosed by velocity time graph, area enclosed by this like O, D, B, C, and with time axis. So we can calculate the distance traveled by a particular body. Okay, let's discuss some another case. This is the another case, and in this case a body is moving with velocity, or the body is increasing its velocity in equal intervals of time, that increase of velocity is same. Increase of velocity is same like this. At 0 to 1 second, velocity is 1 meter per second, and at 2 second, 2 meters per second, 3 second, 3 meters per second, 4 second, 4 meters per second. So there is increase in the velocity, but increase of velocity is equal in equal intervals of time. That increase of velocity is equal. In cases in which velocity is increasing, but that velocity is increasing with uniform pace, that velocity increase is equal in equal intervals of time, such type of velocity time graph will be straight line graph, and such type of line like OA, that will show uniform acceleration. When velocity increases, but velocity increase is uniform in nature, there is equal increase of velocity, then the acceleration will be uniform. Okay, uniform acceleration. From uniform acceleration, can we find out the value of acceleration? From this graph, if I want to calculate the value of acceleration from this graph, suppose I take a point B, I put a perpendicular BC, and this particular BC intersects at C point. This value BC is equal to DO, and this is the velocity. What is acceleration? Acceleration is change in velocity. Acceleration will be change in velocity upon time taken for that change. If I want to calculate value of uniform acceleration at this point, according to this point, this particular distance BC, this is the velocity change. Velocity change is equal to OD. This velocity change is 6 meters per second. This is 6 meter per second. This is the velocity change. And time intervals 0 to 6 second. This time interval 6 second. So it comes out to be 1 meter per second square. 1 meter, we will write like this, 1 meter per second square. 1 meter per second. It means the body is moving with uniform acceleration and the velocity is increasing like this. In 1 second, that increases its velocity 1 meter per second. In again 1 second, it is increasing its velocity 1 meter per second. So this is called a uniform acceleration. And from this graph, we also can calculate the distance traveled by the body. Distance traveled by the body from such a graph can be calculated by taking the area enclosed by the point O, B and C. Area enclosed by this point O, B and C. The distance traveled by a body can be calculated, and we know that velocity, the formula of velocity will be required for that. Distance traveled in a particular direction. Distance traveled in a particular direction upon time. And we can calculate the area. What is the value of this area? OBC. This is exactly half of the area enclosed by O, D, B and C. O, D, B and C. It seems like a square. This is one edge is 6 meter. This is 6 second. Or in some cases it may be like a rectangle. So in this case you can say this is the velocity, area enclosed by. Simply you can say distance traveled by a body. You will calculate like this. Distance traveled by a body will be equal to half of area of rectangle, and rectangle is O, D, B, C. Half of area of rectangle, or you can say area of square. Suppose it looks like a square. In this case, this is 6 meter, this is 6 second, this is equal. Whatever the case, whether it is square or whether it is an it is a rectangle. It is the area of this rectangle is exactly half of this particular square. So in this case, the area comes out, area of triangle OBC comes out to be 1 by 2 of area of this rectangle. Area of this OD, you can say OD multiplied OC. In case of rectangle, area is length into breadth. In case of a square, area is A multiplied by A. So by using the area of particular box or particular rectangle or square, you can calculate the area of this rectangle, this particular triangle. If you calculate the area of this particular triangle, you will be able to calculate the value of distance traveled from this graph. Okay, this is the graph when uniform acceleration is there, body is increasing its velocity with uniform pace. So this is the case, and remember, this is the case when initial velocity is zero. If there is a case when initial velocity is not zero, and after a particular velocity the body is acquiring uniform acceleration, what happens in that case? Let's try to understand. In that case, when initial velocity is not there, initial velocity is not zero and body is moving with uniform acceleration after that. Okay, let's try to understand from some another type of graph. If I want to show a graph like this, and this is a particular value, and this value is called initial velocity. Suppose this is u, initial velocity. This is initial velocity 4 meters per second, initial velocity. After initial velocity 4 meters per second, a body starts its journey, and that is moving with uniform acceleration. It means after this point, the body is increasing its velocity with uniform rate. Okay. And this graph is also a straight line because this is the case of again uniform acceleration. And at a particular point, if you draw a particular perpendicular which meets at point, suppose this is O and you are taking A, this point is OA axis, this is B, this is C, and this is D, and you say this is E point, and if you draw a particular line which is parallel to x-axis, this is F. Now, from this is the case when initial velocity of the body is not zero. Okay, there is some initial velocity. After initial velocity, the body is moving with uniform acceleration from point E to B point. Suppose from E to B point, the graph will be a straight line again because there is uniform acceleration from E to B point. This is the slope. And can we calculate the value of acceleration from this graph? If we want to calculate the value of acceleration from this graph, how we can calculate? There is need to subtract this value. EO, initial velocity, should be subtracted from final velocity. This is the final velocity. This is final velocity. Suppose this is V. The body has acquired final velocity after traveling from E to B. This is the final velocity from D to B. This value from this point to this value. This is the final velocity. This is the initial velocity, and there is need to subtract initial velocity from final velocity. So if you take the ratio of BC is BD minus CD. I have written like this: BD minus CD upon OD. BD minus CD, which is equal to BC upon OD. So by using this ratio, we can calculate the acceleration in this case. Can we calculate the distance traveled by a body in this case. When distance traveled by a body is to be calculated by using such type of graph, we should remember that distance traveled by a body is equal to the area enclosed by velocity time graph O, E, B and D. Area enclosed by this O, E, B and D. Now I am going to calculate I am going to calculate distance traveled by a body. Distance traveled by a body, in this case, that will be equal to area enclosed by O, E, B and D. Area enclosed by O, E, B, D, velocity time graph with time axis. This particular area will give the distance traveled by a body from this graph. Okay, can we calculate the area in between O, E, B, D? Okay, try to understand. This particular area is having one rectangle, OECD, area of this rectangle, and area of this triangle, E, B and C, area of this triangle. If we sum up this rectangle, area of this rectangle and this triangle, so it means area of this particular OEBD can be calculated, and you can write like this: distance traveled by a body will be equal to area of rectangle OECD, area of this rectangle, plus 1 by 2 area of this rectangle, because area of triangle is exactly half of this rectangle EFBD. Area of this triangle is exactly half of the area of this rectangle EFBC. So 1 by 2 of area of rectangle EFBC. So by using this area OECD, from this value, OECD means area of rectangle, area of this rectangle means OE multiplied OD. You can write OE multiplied OD. OE, value of OE and OD, plus 1 by 2 area of this rectangle, that will be FE multiplied by EC, EF multiplied by EC, or you can write OD multiplied by EC. So by using these parameters, by using these values, you can calculate the area of this rectangle and area of this triangle. By adding these two values, you can calculate the area enclosed by OEBD, and this area enclosed will give you value of distance traveled by the body. In this case, when the body is not having zero initial velocity, that is having some initial velocity, after that the body acquires some uniform acceleration, that is increasing its velocity with uniform pace. Okay, so these are some of the cases of uniform acceleration. So we have discussed in this video about velocity time graph for acceleration. Okay, keep watching my videos. Please like and share the video and subscribe the channel. Thank you very much.